Well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Brian, come on, I'm serious.
What's up, everybody? Well. We are going to get into a Weller flight. Thank you guys all for joining. It is late Thursday night. Cheers to you. All right, I'm going to have an open bar, so I'm going to let some people on here in a second. But first, I want to thank everybody who is already here, which there's a whole bunch of people already in the chat. Lee, what's up, buddy? Troy, man, what up? Waiting for him. Yeah, I cannot tell you all the technical difficulties I was having over here. It's quite a pain. What's up, Aaron? Marvin's in the house. Rob's in the house. Rob, Marvin, Big Cat, get ready to jump on and drink some Weller. It'll be fun. RJ the Fed, Old Pirate Bourbon. What's up, buddies? Possum Crew, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, T-Rob? All right, so what I have already is I've got 4 glasses that already have marked on the bottom of them. We are going to get into a Weller flight. Then I'm going to mix them up so we can try them blind against each other to see which Weller we like the best. So thank you to Marvin. Pour some of that into the infinity bottle. So the SR is the special reserve. Oops. That one is not a blank Glen. I've got to switch that out. Hold what you got. Hold on. I accidentally grabbed my old Soldier Glen, and that would give that bad boy away. And we don't want to have that given away. So we're going to put a new sticker on it so I don't have a jacked up sticker on there. Okay. All right. Goodness gracious. All right. Then we got the Weller Antique 107 is going to go in the second glass. It says 107 on the bottom. Which the special reserve I got from Marvin. He's letting me borrow it for this flight. The 107, I actually found this one on base for like $57 out the door. That was pretty amazing. Then we've got the Weller 12-year. The Weller 12-year I won in a raffle. I'll let you guys cry at the offendedness watching Weller 107 or Weller 12-year get poured into the infinity bottle here, because I think that's great. So the bottom of this one says 12. Get that poured up. And last but not least, the hard to find Weller single barrel, which I cracked this. I poured a little bit in the infinity bottle already, then poured a sample to Troy Man, because Troy Man is a great dude. And he asked if he could try it. And I said, I don't know when the next time I'll see you again is, and so I'm going to let you try it right now. So I poured him a sample of it. And so this guy is hard to find. And if you guys saw that video of the store near me, man, they have that marked up like crazy. So we're going to throw these into the Turninator, and then I'm going to let some people on to join us. And we'll get those all mixed up here so we completely lose track of which one is which. All right, yeah, I have no idea which one is which. I don't have to turn this bad boy too many times before I completely lose track. Copyright, patent pending on my Turninator. Love it. You outdid yourself. All right, let's get some people in the house. What up, Tracy?
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, buddy? What's up, Aaron?
What's up, Mark?
How you guys doing?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing Well, I was doing great until I came in here to set up for tonight's live stream. I made a huge 4-layer lasagna with Italian sausage in it. Made a fantastic lasagna for the family for dinner tonight. So had a great time with them, and I come out here to set up, and StreamYard is telling me that it cannot access my camera or microphone. And so I'm unplugging everything and plugging it back in and trying to fix it. And I'm like, something must be screwed up. And so I just restarted the computer, and the computer took forever to restart. Then I got the browsers back, all that stuff, and StreamYard said it still couldn't access my camera and microphone. I was like, bro, I don't have anything else on.
You made it just in time, though.
Dude, I don't know how. Do you guys have any Weller over there?
I do.
I think I got like a half a sample left.
I have my Weller Special Reserve.
Nice.
And then I got your 107 beat. I don't know if you can see the price. What is that?
No way.
$50. I got it in Oregon. And
and it's a pig? Dude.
Yeah. So
you had to one-up me, huh, Tracy? I see how you are.
I know.
No, big verbal high five. That's quite the find.
Yeah, no, it was amazing when I found it. But it's almost gone now. Like it's like right there. Let's see, where's it at? Almost gone.
Oh man. See, yeah, that's the thing about the Weller 107. I opened it. I did the fresh crack bottle review, and then next thing I know, this bad boy's half gone because I was sipping on it while I was editing that video.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy.
I've taken mine to a couple different bottle shares. It's an amazing bottle, and the single barrel just makes it a little bit better.
All right, I'm gonna get on the glass one. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Smells real soft and sweet on the nose. For those of you watching that don't know, Weller is made by Buffalo Trace using their wheated mash bill. So this is a wheat as the secondary grain. Primary grain is corn. Secondary grain is wheat in all the Wellers. Cheers. Special Reserve and 107 open. Well, feel free to jump on and hang out, buddy. That lasagna looked fire. It was, dude. It was so good. And I made a big pot of chili last night, and so now my freezer is just full of freaking leftover.
Hey, man, it's cheaper than eating out. Shit.
Even going to like fast food or whatever is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Went to Dairy Queen with my wife. We just got like, I don't know, 2 ice creams or something, like $23.
Damn. Tracy, I went to Total Wine the next day after you told me you had that you got that Old Forester.
Yeah,
dude, they were out the next day when I went there.
Dude, why is
my wife's cousin, he went and got one the very next day. So they were still on the shelf, but like I don't know what time he went.
Okay, I went there like I think 1 in the afternoon, and dude, they didn't have any more. I asked the dude if he had more, and he's like, "Nah, those went out super fast." I'm like,
"Yeah."
Okay.
I was surprised. He told me they put it out the day before I got there, so it was after like 2:30 because I got there about 2:30ish, and they weren't on the shelf then. I went back the next day, and I think it was probably, I don't know, 1 o'clock or something. I picked one up, and I sent my my wife's cousin a message. I said, "Hey, Alex, they got one over here." And the next day he went, picked one up. I don't know what time he showed up there though, but so they still had them the next day, but it wasn't for long, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That dude could have been bullshitting for all I know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I doubt they get a ton of them in.
Yeah. I doubt they don't keep a lot for themselves.
Yeah, I do know. Like I went there, I don't know, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, something like that. And on the website or on the app, it showed that they had an Eagle Rail store pick. And I showed up and I said, "Hey, it says you got the bottle sitting here. There's nothing on the shelf. Do you have one?" and they were like him-hawing around trying to avoid giving it to me. And they're like, oh, I think it's in the back. Well, it must be in the other room. Well, I think so-and-so put it away. And I'm like, okay, well, I
Yeah,
got time. I'll just
dude.
keep wandering around. And they finally came out with one bottle.
Yeah, dude, I think they'd be bullshitting sometimes.
All right, RJ's got the 107, the 12, and the foolproof open. Rob's got the special reserve and the 107 open. Eric has the Weller 12 open. I don't know if you guys noticed, my computer just froze me up and paused me like 3 times in the last 5 minutes. I don't know why my computer is so mad at me right now. Simone Barkeep's in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Tully?
Good to see
What's
you. Yeah,
up?
I froze, and then I came back, and then I froze again. I'm just dating Elsa over here. It's no big deal. What's up, Sunshine? Good to see you, girl. Always a pleasure to see you. Stick around. Maybe you can jump in the backstage when we get into the non-publicized shenanigans. Tater Dom. Richie Z. Baker Drinks is in the house. Baker's, go ahead, grab a ball of Wellers and jump on in. Same with
Here,
you.
I'll pour the rest of my sample for you, Mark.
Roger that. All right, so glass number 1 is just really soft and smooth and easy to drink. I don't even know which way to guess on what it is. I just know that I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Why does my computer hate me? Because I'm watching too much Bourbon fans on this computer. Yes. Probably true. Whoa. All right, glass 2 has a much darker, deeper nose. A lot more cherry butter spread over wood. Man, that smells great. Yeah, it's nice. It's rich. It's a little bit more complex, but the mouthfeel is fantastic on number 2. I would not be surprised if number 2 was the 12, even though I've never had the 12 year before. This would be my first time. But that's what I'm guessing because it is good, but it is dark.
Yeah, I've only ever had the 107, and that's what I got in my glass right now.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
When's your birthday, Aaron?
August 18th.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Because that Blanton's was 1 day off of your birthday.
Yep.
I forgot about that. I was gonna say that's a long time to wait. I was like, I'll give you a flight of all 4 of these for your birthday, but that's a long time to wait, man.
Yeah, dude. It's like,
You're like, oh no, dude, I can't do it.
no, that's all good, man.
All right, I liked glass 2 a lot more than glass 1, but glass 1 was super easy to drink, super good. But I'm moving on to glass 3. The nose is in between 1 and 2, to where it's much darker and richer than 1, but it's not as dark and rich as 2.
Now, is that just a regular 107, Tracy? Or is that a store pick?
No, it's a pick.
Okay.
I can't believe you got a score pick for $50, dude.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of the store picks are better than the regular ones, but I'm not sure. I've only ever had
Honestly,
sample.
I've never tried a regular one. I know this one's amazing, but
Okay.
I know I'm kind of spoiled, right?
Well, apparently, from what I've heard, that the store picks are easier to find than the regular ones.
I've heard that too, but I've never found another one. So
yeah, and you know why that is, Aaron, is because when a store gets a store pick, they'll have that whole barrel. But a lot of stores that will get one, and they might just get one case. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I know the store I got this from. This was the only bottle they had.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you got lucky.
Yeah. And
yeah.
So I bought it in Oregon, and it didn't even show up on the liquor search.
All right, so glass 3, the finish is not nearly as good, and the back of the palate's not nearly as good as glass 2, but I think it's better than glass 1.
Yeah, I get like a heavy berry note on this.
Yeah, a lot of Buffalo Trace will give you a nice, like, stale cherry soda type note in there.
It's almost like a raspberry kind of.
But Mojo, it's good to see you, buddy. And Wanderberg, Michelle's in the house. What's up, girl? Glad that you were able to drop in. Grab yourself a bottle of Weller's because that's what day it is. It's a day to drink Weller's. All right, I'm already on to glass 4. I'm cruising through this in case my computer decides to just lock me out and cut me off because it's mad at me for some reason. All right, the nose on 4 is lighter, but there's more fruit. Smells really nice. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Yeah, this is good.
Evil Ed's in the house. What's up, Ed? Good to see you. I said Evil Ed. That's from Fright Night. Is the pick from where you got it? That's a solid question that I didn't ask.
I have no idea because it doesn't give a specific store. Like, it's just Single Barrel Select.
Well, what's it say under the logo?
It just says Barrel 061. So it's just the logo, the Single Barrel Select logo,
yeah,
and then Barrel 061.
Huh. Very interesting. Other
So
Troy?
it came from Gresham. That makes a difference.
Hey, do you guys know what the proof on this is? The Weller?
The 107 is 107.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Solid. It sure is. Man. I don't know where to put number 4. I have number 1 in last place, then number 2 in first place, then I've got number 3 in the middle. But I don't know where number 4 goes in with the rest of them. It's lighter on the palate. It doesn't have as much of a finish. I might put this one in third place.
How's it feel proof-wise?
Dude, I'm not getting very much proof on any of these. Well, what's the single barrel? I didn't even look. The single barrel is 97 proof. The 12-year is 90. The 107 is 107. And the special reserve is 90. Yeah. So special reserve and 12-year are both 90. And this single barrel is just above it at 97, which I don't know. I don't know if you guys know. Are all single barrels proofed down to 97 like this, or is that a thing?
I couldn't tell you.
What I can tell you is that I went to Buffalo Trace last year, got their sample flight, had some what was in it? It was Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor. Oh, what else was in that flight? I know that they had the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream and the root beer that they make, and they have you try both of those. Then they have you mix those and make like a root beer float, and it's fantastic.
That sounds amazing.
But so
that's what I did when I bought the bourbon cream.
Oh yeah. But the person that worked there that was, leading us and telling us all this information, I said, question here in the back. So on Blanton's, it will tell me the dump date. It'll tell me the, information about the barrel. So how come on the E.H. Taylor single barrels and on the Weller single barrels, how come there's absolutely no information about the barrel on there? There's not a date, not a barrel number. Like, there's absolutely no information. So you don't know if the next single barrel you're getting is the same single barrel you had before, or if it's totally different. Like you have no information to go off of. So how come you guys don't put any of that information on the labels? And she was like, I have no idea. I was like, son of a bitch. You know,
came to the source and they still don't know.
Yep.
Apparently I wasn't talking to somebody high enough up on that ladder to give me that answer, because
wrong department.
That's one of my biggest gripes in bourbon. When I get a single barrel, right? When I get a single barrel, I like seeing dump dates. I like seeing barrel dates. I like seeing barrel numbers. Yeah. And most whiskeys do that. I mean, there's all kinds of information on this bad boy. But when it comes to 1792, they have no information on their single barrel at all. And E.H. Taylor and Weller, and there was another one that when you get a single barrel, you have absolutely no idea what's going on with it. I forgot which one that is. But that's one of my biggest gripes. Just as a whiskey nerd, you know, something that is like a pet peeve. You
just want a little bit more information.
Yeah, just first world problems over here. I'm like, dude, if you have a single barrel, why don't you tell me anything about the single barrel? Oh, you know what? See, even the Elijah Craig 18 has a barrel number on it. Mm-hmm. There's a barrel number on that bad boy. So I know if I went to the store, or like if you had one, if you have the same one, why would we swap samples? You know what I mean? But if you have a different one, I mean,
yeah,
and you don't like
it has barrel number on it, so potentially
that's because it's a pick though. Because this single barrel has no information on it.
Oh, it's just the basic label then. Okay.
Yeah. So I was asking if anybody knows if the proof is different on any of the single barrels, or do all the single barrels get proofed down?
Proofed down equally? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably proofed down equally. If it's the number is printed in the label, like it's just a normal standard label, it's not like handwritten, I'd say it's probably just they proof them all down the same.
Troy Man, yes, that is another one. The Kirkland Signature single barrel has no information on it.
Yeah, but I think that one is like such a budget deal that like they don't need to, and I can get it from that aspect.
I mean,
that's a great bottle though.
Pretty good
because
for $30.
Because I want to know how different these are. You know, like on Four Roses, how it tells you what rick house it was in, what row, like what shelf on the rick house. Like if it was on row 5 or 6, it's gonna have more temperature fluctuations as if it's on the bottom rack. You know what I mean? Because it's closer to the floor. So I love this whiskey nerd information. The only Weller that has variation in proof is WLW. Lee, thank you. Benchmark, also no information. You know what? You are right. Another Buffalo Trace product that doesn't give any info on single barrel. You're right.
But I looked at the same way. It's a budget bottle. Like that's extra labor and everything that they'd have to put into it, and then they'd raise the price on it and put it out of that budget line.
Yeah. Where was that? Russell's single barrel non-picks have almost no info as well. Yeah, I think all of these single barrel Russells that I've had have been picks.
Yeah.
I bet it takes way too much time to fill out the labels. Blanton's was first, so it's tradition. Well, I see what you're saying. It takes a little bit more effort, but what all these other companies do, if they don't print the label per barrel, then they have blank spots that they get written in. And so when every other... Wait, you know what? Knob Creek If the single barrels are not a pick from Knob Creek, I'm not seeing any of that info on there either.
And I think that probably falls in line with that same thing with the, time is money, and they're going to have a lot more time handwriting individual labels.
Yeah.
So it's, you're trying to save a little bit of money because it's not as important because it's just a production, keep it running, instead of like a store pick where they're like, this guy picked that barrel, and they'll fill out the information.
Got you.
All speculation, but
right. We would have to actually talk to the horse itself to get it straight from their mouth on why you don't do more. Why don't you give me more info? RJ, I don't think you've ever been on Northwest Bourbon before. What's up, RJ?
I haven't been on your show as far as video goes, but I've watched several times. You just normally go on super late for me, but my work schedule's changed a little bit, so it's
where are you at?
the right time.
Where are you at geographically?
I'm in Arlington, Texas.
I was gonna guess Texas because you have a Texas flag behind you, don't you?
I do have a Texas flag behind me.
Clear giveaway. All right, what do you got in front of you?
I guess I'll have to change the angle of the camera. I thought you'd be able to see them, but I guess not. Let me move the camera down. Cut off part of my face, but it'll be all right.
I appreciate you wearing pants.
I've got
so you got
Weller
12,
12, a 107, and a full proof.
All right, right on. So, did you switch up the glasses to try and kind of blind to see which one you like better?
Yeah, I did, but I'm pretty good at picking these out. They're very different, but yet similar.
Yeah. So, I think I'm not. I'm gonna go back through them backwards to see if my decision changed at all. Because right now I have, if I'm labeling them glasses 1, 2, 3, and 4, then number 1 is in last place. Number 2 is in first place. Number 3 is in second place, and number 4 is in third place. And so I'm going to go back the other way and see if that changes at all. But off the first try, that's where I'm at. I like Blanton's. Yeah, we've talked about it on here many times before. Not all single barrels are created equal. All Blanton's is from Warehouse H, but depending on where it's at or something, I've got some Blanton's that were just like mediocre, run-of-the-mill Buffalo Trace 93 proof that weren't bad. I've never regretted spending $60 to $70 on a Blanton's, and I've been fortunate to where I've never had to pay over $100 for Blanton's, which some people in some parts of the country are in that.
I've never found it for MSRP. I've always had to pay $100+ for Blanton's, and I'm the guy who's got 10 sitting on the shelf behind me.
Oh my goodness gracious, dude!
I've purchased like 9 of them, and I've never paid. I think 93 was the highest I paid, and that was a store pick.
The cheapest one I had was $99.99 before taxes here.
Yeah, the most expensive Blanton's I have was $90, and it was a barrel pick.
Yeah. Was it the one from Doyle's?
Yeah, it's the one from Doyle's.
Yeah, that's the same one I got. And that was the only one I paid like what I thought was more than I should have for a bottle.
Right. Yeah, and I agree. And I think that's one of the worst Blanton's I have.
Is it? I haven't cracked mine open. It's still sealed.
I wouldn't get Blanton's here. I don't even see Blanton's in store half the time.
So my local Safeway, I've spent a lot of time like chit-chatting and just chatting with the guy that orders the liquor, like the manager of the liquor section. And so whenever he gets Blanton's in, he lets me know. And so, I mean, on Safeway, when it's on sale, it's $65 plus tax. Aaron was actually with me on base. And so he was able to, firsthand witness that I can get Blanton's on base for $70 out the door, but they don't get it in very often. It's pretty rare to find it.
I usually just do mine in Oregon.
But that one store, it's a mom and pop store, man. They do their stuff up a bit, but they call me for stuff much cooler than Blanton's. In fact, I'll grab that right now. Pretty happy about getting this one. They gave me a phone call so I could come pick this up.
What? Nice.
Oh, handy.
2023 handy.
Yeah, and I got to try some Thomas H. Handy at Simone Barkeep's place last weekend. That was fantastic. That
was out of town last weekend, or I would have come down.
Oh, that would have been
good. You missed out. It was a good time.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Every time I get together with that crew, we just have a blast. We have such a good, like, family style, warm vibe in our crew. It's really fun. Blanton's just Buffalo Trace, but another company. And Jack appears to do barrel dump and Rick on their single barrel. Yes, that's what I was talking about, Rob. If you look at the neck tag on Jack's, on the neck tags, it gives you the barrel date and the dump date and the barrel numbers. And I'm a huge nerd for that information. Absolutely. Your raffle was awesomely. Yep, absolutely. Paid 70 plus Washington State taxes. Yeah, that's what it's at. Yeah. When it's not on sale at Safeway, if you're able to find it for that. It's one of the only whiskeys still drank. Nice.
It's just super light. It's like 94 perf. It's like straight vanilla. There's not a whole lot of complexity or anything going on, but I feel like most people that are whiskey snobs, but also like people who are entry level whiskey drinkers, can still appreciate and enjoy what it is. But being a snob, it's like I prefer a little bit more proof and a little bit more complexity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it, and I think for me at this point, I'm searching for just the toppers, and once I finish out my collection of toppers, I'll stop actively looking for it, and if I see it, I'll see it.
Saturday, I'm going to get the last one I need for my toppers, and I'll have all of them. But all of mine will be sealed bottles; they won't even be open.
Yeah. So. Well, I drink all of my stuff, so I don't buy it to just stick it away.
I have open ones that I take the labels off of, and I make infinity bottles out of. So like, this is a poor man's Pappy blend with 107 and Weller 12, but that's what I use my Blanton's bottles for is infinity bottles, and I label them.
Yeah.
All right, so far going back and trying 3 and 4 kind of AB action, I'm sticking to it that I like 3 a little bit more than 4.
So your favorite in your blind so far? What is the flavor that draws you in that you just really like on the palate?
So like with the one I just tried, number 4, the finish contrasts the palate enough to where it's not a good complexity. It's more like a not a spikiness, but what would you call it? It's where it's not as balanced. Like the number 1 is darker, richer, more complex, but it has a great balance to it. You know what I mean? To where, like, if you think of the equalizer levels, on the levels,
a little bit more treble in one.
Yeah, and so it's raised up, but it's balanced.
Okay.
Yeah, on the one I just tried, it falls off and then it tries to come back and then it doesn't. And dude, number 2 is freaking good. That's by far my favorite.
That's probably the 107.
I really love the cherry notes, and I feel like the 107 is the most balanced up front. But when you talk about that lingering finish, that like mid finish on the back end, it feels like it starts to creep back up on you as if you just tried another sip of it.
Oh, Troy Man's in the house.
What's up, Troy?
What's up, Troy?
I just have the old regular non-store pick 107.
Right on.
I've got 4 more sealed 107s on the shelf. It's one of my favorites. It's definitely one I have backups on.
Oh, man. Rob, I wish I could get a backup.
Hey, if there's any wrenches out in the crowd, can you drop the link to Whiskey Edition? Give him some love. I really appreciate Rob. He's a good dude, solid dude. I've had drinks with him in person multiple times. And Simone Barkeep, drop his link. Whiskey Wine 101, please drop his link. Baker Drinks, of course. Give love to those out here with us. And Lee, I appreciate you so much, man. You're such a good dude.
Baker Drinks should be going live for New Year's.
Yes, and
I won't be home until like 11:30 p.m. Central Time, but I plan on going on that live. I think I'm going to do a fresh crack of that handy during that live too.
Oh, nice. So you're going to give yourself a handy on New Year's. I like it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to see if I can record or simultaneous. I want to like broadcast as well on my channel, but
simultaneous loving, baby. Yeah,
gotta get the double handies, you know. Handy on Baker.
A little ball action going there.
Yeah, fondle him.
Where's the shake weight? Where is it? Oh, never mind.
Shake weight.
Does Baker Drinks already have that thumbnail posted?
I can check. I don't know. Let me grab my phone.
Troy, man, if you can drop Baker Drinks as well. So on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, as soon as everybody goes to bed, I'm going to spend the evening with the family, of course. But as soon as everybody else is in bed, because I'm the night owl, I'm the one that stays up all night like an idiot. Then I'm gonna be jumping on with the Bakers on New Year's Eve.
They don't have
I like because I talked to Troy and Laura about it. They're really big on giving a place that people can go so they're not drinking and driving on New Year's. And that's like their not the theme of the night or motivation, you know, something in there. And I really appreciate that because that's my jam. Which is why we are here all together right now, is because we want to drink with other people, but I'm not gonna have this flight and then go drinking and driving. Absolutely not.
I don't even get points to get behind the wheel to go to a bar when I have a larger selection than the bar could ever.
I know. I find it so difficult. I go out, I look at places, and I say, you know, I got better selection at home.
And it's cheaper.
I know. It is. You know, a pour of Buffalo Trace is like $12 in a bar.
The friends that come over, I have selections for them too. I've got vodkas, I've got gins, tequilas, rums. I've got a pretty wide selection. But if they like whiskey, they're in luck because we got everything. Oh man!
All right, so going back through it, I'm gonna take number 1 and put it up at number 3. I'm gonna put number 4 at in 4th place. Because trying those two side by side, number 1 is definitely better than number 4.
I'm going to be more intrigued to see where Weller's Special Reserve actually falls on your list. A lot of people they try to rule it as like the underdog, but it does creep up and it can absolutely overtake like a single barrel.
Yeah, and I've seen Special Reserve do really well in a blind. When you're drinking it intentionally, it doesn't seem as great, but when you're drinking it in a blind, because the first time I ever had it, I had it in a blind. Somebody gave me a flight that was blind. That was the first time I ever had it, and it scored surprisingly well.
I don't want to crack my Special Reserve because the only one I have right now is the big handle, the 1.75 liters.
Yeah.
A huge heckin' chonker to move around.
Like your name, Troy? I like it.
I'm so excited to do a review on that Thomas H. Handy on my channel because it's my first ever BTAC bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's something to be proud of.
It might not be the most sought after, like it's no George T. Stagg or Eagle Rare 17 or William Lou Weller.
That's what I was just talking about.
It's still BTAC. Yeah. It still made the cut in the collection.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to be bad. Absolutely not. It's going to be fantastic.
All right, so big reveal time. The 4th glass fell into 4th place when I went back through the second time around, and that's the special reserve.
Oh.
You said it fell back to the 4th position. Where was it before you went through the second time?
When I went through the first time, it was in 3rd place. And then when I went back and tried it,
you dropped it down to 4th.
When I tried number 4 against number 1 side by side, number 1 was better than number 4. And so number 4 ended up in 3rd place, which is, that's the 12-year. Holy crap.
The 12-year is pretty light. I mean, it's super smooth and buttery, but it doesn't have a whole lot going on as far as complexity. So
I thought, since it was 12 years old, I thought the darkest, like most rich, complex one would be the 12. All right, so
12 year is pretty light and smooth and buttery.
Dude, 3rd place was the single barrel, and that means the one I liked the most was
107.
the
107, yeah. Single barrel, but like you said, you hit it on the head earlier. Single barrel, I mean, you could have 2 different single barrels side by side, and one could be complete and utter crap. And
phenomenally
the best thing you've ever had.
Yeah, because not any single barrels are created equal. That's why I like information on the bottle about the single barrels, because if there's like a really, really good one,
yeah, you'd be able to try to
buy another bottle,
find out what rick house it was, the dump date, all that. But yeah,
can't find it. All right, so trying. Just to recap, Weller Special Reserve got 4th place. The Weller 12-year got 3rd place.
So both
Weller
of those are
single
both 90
barrel.
proof, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the 12 years.
Weller single barrel got 2nd place, and 1st place was the Weller 107, which I was pretty surprised at. I did not expect the 107 to get that high up.
107 is one of my favorites. That's why I got 4 sealed bottles of it, because it's just.
I like it. It's good. It's good.
Good.
I'm really surprised though.
I've heard mixed reviews on the single barrel for the Weller, so it's more of they're after the bottle than they are the juice.
Yeah, it's the clout. I mean, secondary market single barrels $500.
Yeah.
And then the CYPB white labels $450 on secondary, so people drop
crazy higher than that. Yeah.
Their collection.
Yeah. If you're looking for the lineup, yeah, you got to have it. But man, I wouldn't give that for it.
You know what I'd rather have rather than the lineup? $600.
Oh yeah.
Or 6 bottles of the 107.
Yeah, with the single barrel and the CYPB, I mean, I might try them at like a bar, but I hear the CYPB is kind of the same boat as the single barrel, where they're just not consistent. There's no structure to how they make it.
Sierra is good.
So drop a sub to Tully, the Simone Barkeep. There's a Simpsons meme about that. Yes, where you see Homer at the bar looking like sad while everybody else is excited, and it says it's me looking at the bourbon selection at the bar. Yes, absolutely. 2021 Thomas H. Handy is amazing. Yes, it was, dude. It was so candy beautiful. You never forget your first.
I'm so excited. That's why I can't wait to open it.
Who's that?
Should be my channel, I believe.
Oh, you didn't change your thing. You know, you can do that.
Yeah, I probably should, but I just saw that it had OWA at the end, so I kind of just left it.
What's up, Mr. Jigs? Hey, good to see you, Mr. Jigs. That was my reasoning for trading off a single barrel with a 12 and a full proof. What? Mr. Jigs?
Trying to help someone.
BYBP was very good when I had it. So, don't forget to drink water, all you guys out there. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and hydrating. Drink.
Andy froze.
PB. I was at a bar.
Yeah, he's freezing up. Oh my goodness! I hope his computer doesn't shit bricks right now and it comes back. It's a good freeze frame though, right here. He's got the little chin scratch.
Let's all do the same pose. There we go.
I'm sure he'll come back. That CYPB though, I mean, I hear it's good, but Man, when you can trade it for 2 full proofs, I'd
Oh,
rather
yeah.
have 2 full proofs.
Yeah. I really enjoy my foolproof, the one that I got. The Weller 107 is good, but I've had this for a year and a half, and it's down to there. It's kind of hard to see, but down to there.
Yeah.
It's starting to taste a little old, which I've had some older whiskeys, and it's starting to get that like weird stale flavor to it. I should probably finish this off.
I try not to keep a whiskey that's below a third of the bottle for more than like 6 months to 1 year. Once it gets below that bottom third, it's like it's time to drink it or to dump it to blend it with something else for like an infinity or whatever.
Yeah. I need to. I've got about 165 bottles or so downstairs. I need to like actually start pulling out all the ones that are less than a third and just drink exclusively those.
Yeah,
well, I've actually
answered, and I'll start doing bottles. Yeah, I've stopped opening bottles until I kill off a bottle now, just because it gets to that point where like you're gonna have so many open that there's no way you're gonna get to all of them again.
That's where I start doing funny blends. When they get really low, I'll start dumping them in here and then just kind of making my own blends.
Yeah, I'm. That's a good idea, Tracy. I'm going to start doing that. I'm not going to crack another bottle until I finish a bottle.
Yeah, it's honestly it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. But yeah, I started that a while ago, and you know, because you still want to go out and you want to get the new bottle or you know something now and then, and but then you look at all the bottles that you have, and you're like, you know, a bunch of them that are like 3 or 4 pullers from being you know a killed off bottle.
Yeah,
and then you crack a new one before you get to that one, and then you have a bunch of those partials. You got 100 open bottles at the end.
Goodness gracious!
There he is.
I don't know if I need to buy my computer a Christmas present next year or what, but it just really hates me right now.
Oh, Ram.
Well, what I was gonna say is the CYPB. Myself and Will from Chart and Twisted, and like he was one of the original creators of Northwest Bourbon over here. We were at a bar in Kentucky, and they had a variance of all kinds of great bourbon there. And so we tried the CYBP, and I was so underwhelmed. I was just like, it just tastes like bourbon. Like it tastes like good normal Weller type bourbon, you know. I was like,
just this run of the mill weeded.
Yeah, this does not taste a lot better than the Special Reserve or a single barrel. Now that I've had a single barrel, it doesn't taste a lot better than this. So the
CYBP, when people bash the Weller 107 and they say that Weller Special Reserve is like on par with it, and then you talk about, like you said, the CYPB or the single barrel where they demand a much higher price tag on secondary, and it's like, you think if it was calling for that high of a price tag, it would actually drink better and be like more worth it to get, and it's like that's not the case. It only demands that price tag, it seems like, just for collectors to have the full set on their shelf.
Yeah.
It's like Bourbon Baller said, no one's really missing out by missing out on the CYBP. Just grab a hold of a 12-year, a single barrel. Any of these, I'm sure, would beat the CYBP.
That single barrel is even crazier, though, because like the stores I do see it is at museum pricing. And I've seen it for $1,000, and I look at them and I laugh. I'm like, that's an $89, $99 bottle.
What's up, John Cloud?
And I would much rather have like an E.H. Taylor barrel proof if I was going to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
Let alone $1,000. I just laugh at them. I don't think any bottle's worth that.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Is that the Z-Man in the house? What's up, Z-Man?
Good, brother.
Hey, man.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too, brother. Happy holidays.
Hey, happy holidays to you as well. I saw you over there on Anthony's channel, Bourbon Neophyte. Troy, if you want to drop Bourbon Neophyte, freaking love that guy.
Anthony's
so Bourbon Neophyte, I call him the most articulate whiskey tuber.
He threw some bullshit out there that he had to go to work. I'm like, really? Which he doesn't, but he said, hey, I'm used to getting up at 5, and I'm like, all right, man.
All right, okay. So did he just close it down?
Yeah, he closed it down, dude. You're not going to get into it.
Oh, okay. I love Anthony at Bourbon Neophyte. Drop his link. Drop him a sub.
Yes, sir. I do too.
Greatly appreciate him.
Mm.
So Z-Man, what you missed out on is I just did a Weller flight.
Mm. Oh, dude, you've been on for an hour.
The single barrel, the 107, the special reserve, and the 12-year.
Mm.
Do you have any guesses on how those came out in the ranking after I did a blind flight of them versus each other?
You know, the only bottle I got it off of Trev like 2 fucking years ago. Was a special reserve, so I'll go for that.
Special reserve got last. And then surprisingly, the 12-year was right behind it.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah, because they proved the 12-year down to 90. And so it kills a lot of that great, dark oak flavors that you would normally get in a 12-year.
Yeah.
They water it down to where they go away.
Yeah.
Where's my 12-year glass?
Trev was doing his live streams, Mark, where I don't know if you're like donating to the stream or whatever it was, and you would actually get points. And I got enough points where he actually sent me a bottle, hand delivered a bottle of me of special reserve.
Oh, really?
And I will never fucking see that bottle ever again. And it's been unopened in the bunker for 2 fucking years. And for the record, I saw a bottle of Eagle Rare yesterday on the website of the shop that delivers $82. I ordered it. Let me finish. I ordered it. It never showed up because they were out of stock. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, I left it off and fucking ordered more shit.
Oh, dude, that's so disappointing to hear.
It is just stupid shit. And I ordered Buffalo Trace, a handle of it. It wasn't on there either.
Well, I'm glad that you got the one that I sent you.
Yeah, you're the shit, brother. You know, I appreciate what you do for me, brother.
Oh yeah, man. What's that, RJ?
It's aged in ore.
The travel.
Oh, the travel kit.
Yeah, I got one of these for my buddy. He won't see this live stream, so he won't know. But I got one for him for Christmas, and I've got 4 like samples already pre-poured for him.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see him because it's like I'll let him pick what color he wants. So he can have the red one or he can have the blue one. But I'm gonna let him keep the samples with inside of it, so that way he can actually enjoy it. I just thought it was like one of the coolest things because they can hold up to 3-ounce samples, and you can. They're nice, heavy-duty glass containers with the metal screw tops.
Mm.
Yep. Bourbon Neophyte. Hey, thanks for dropping that, Troy. I appreciate you, man.
Don't ever buy a bottle that has a metal screw top. Okay.
Did you say don't ever?
Don't ever. These are fucking garbage.
Not that bad.
Oh, the early times?
Yeah, until you pour it in the glass.
Dude, Z-Man.
What?
It's a 1 liter bottle for less than $30, and it's very drinkable.
It's a 1 liter bottle for $20.
It's very
not in Washington.
Yeah,
no, not in Washington.
That's your
2027 or something. I think it is.
They're all sold out here, but they're normally $20.49 on the shelf.
Every time I see them, I buy a bottle. One bottle. And I have a couple of black plastic tops. And yes, they're delicious.
Those are a rare commodity now, the black tops. I see people trying to sell them for like $60 a piece.
I walked in my liquor store 2 years ago, and I knew that was gone. And I asked the owner, I'm like, do you have any of these left? And he goes, yeah, what do you want? I said, I want a case. He goes, what do you want to pay for it? So I gave him a price that was under $20 a bottle. And he goes, you going to take it for that? I went, yeah, give it to me. So I got him for all $15 a bottle.
Wow.
awesome.
I only got 2 left, brother.
So, Troy, man, you just flashed the JD Bonded.
I did.
So next time I go on base, I'm gonna pick up a bottle of the JD Bonded because Aaron told me that he heard a little rumor that the JD Bonded was very similar to the Sinatra Select. And so now I have to do a side by side of those two.
To me,
the Sinatra Select is $100 more than the JD Bonded.
Yeah.
And so
to me, it is basically a proof down single barrel, like the foolproof ones.
Right.
It's got the same nose, it's got the same flavor profile, just a lot less proof. It's so much easier drinking, and it's so damn good.
Yeah, RJ, did you catch the Sinatra his birthday stream we did on the 12th?
I did not, but the Sinatra Select was actually the bottle for one of my buddies for his birthday. And the first time I tried it, I didn't know what bottle it was. I just grabbed a bottle of whiskey and poured it up with some Coke. And then in the morning, he woke up and he punched me in the arm because he saw me drinking it and said, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Whiskey Coke." And he says, "You know how expensive that bottle is."
Oh, how funny! Yeah, and I put $200 a bottle. Yep.
So now I have a little 2-ounce sample of Sinatra, so I can try it again and do it the right way. You know, like in a Glencairn neat without using any Coke.
Yeah. So I'm a big Sinatra fan. I absolutely love his work. So I cracked open my Sinatra Select for the first time on the 12th of December because that's Sinatra's birthday. So we talked about some of the movies he was in, all of his albums, his live shows, and talked about our top 10 Sinatra songs, all that stuff. So if you get a chance, go back and watch that live stream. It was a lot of fun. It was a really good time chatting with you guys on that one.
Yeah. I used to have a pool table on my patio, and we used to call it the Rat Pack pool table.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, dude, it was a fucking Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Sinatra.
Right, I know there's a classic picture of them around a pool table.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
That was the money table.
All right, so Tully's going to bed. Good night, Tully. Hey, you guys, in a couple minutes here, we're going to go to the backstage. And so if any of you guys watching want to join us in the backstage, go ahead and join on. We are 2 minutes away from going to the backstage.
I'm going to have to head out anyways. I got to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to dip out.
Go to sleep naked, brother.
Good night, guys. Night, you.
Right. Hey, I got a question for you before you go, Mark.
Yeah.
How often do you tap into your infinity bottle?
Multiple times a week, honestly.
All right. I'm just curious because I always see you filling it, but I never see you pouring from it.
He's told stories about it where it tastes like a little better, but
usually it is my first pour of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's very complex, but it's such a great balance because there's dozens and dozens and dozens of different kinds of whiskeys in here, and so it's usually my first pour of the night.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you all around.
All right, buddy. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you next time.
All right, bye.
Later.
And it was 4. Coach,
and Ben Demon Hunter, Ben from the North. Are you going to bed as well, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
My buddy did that in Vegas with George C. Stagg. Yeah, just grab the George C. Stagg and throw it in some Coke. It's fine.
I mean, I've got a little left. I might as well. Yeah. Except I have George C. Stagg. I don't have any Coke.
All right. So, do you guys on panel still have anything you want to say to the people still watching us live? And people watching us live, Rob, Lee, any of you guys, Ben from the North, any of you guys want to join us in the backstage? now it's time to click that join button because we're about to cut out.
Thanks for hanging out. Fucking enjoying the backstage. Hey, we'll play out.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I got nothing of value to say.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Aaron.
I appreciate you guys being here because I know that all of us here are not drinking and driving, and we're not drinking alone, right? We are here for each other. This is a great community, and I greatly appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Coming up on the channel, I've got 10th Mountain Whiskey that's going to come on. I've got Bainbridge that's coming on for a second appearance. I have a few more awesome bottles that reviews are coming out soon. And so make sure you're subscribed and got them alerts on so you can know when that stuff comes out. But for now, appreciate you guys being here, and a Happy New Year. This weekend is New Year's, so join us on Baker Drinks as we bring in the new year.
Oh,
cheers, guys.
I got a story about Baker Drinks in the back room.